Filming this in my own bedroom and being able to work off a bigger monitor screen feels amazing. I'm finally back home and it's time to take a look at my finances for the past month so I can plan for June with you guys. I'm going to start off with income, but something that's going to be changing is that I'll stop sharing my business income numbers because I know for the majority of you guys it's really unrealistic and you will not become a content creator anyways. I'll take that out, share with you my overall savings rate eventually. For those of you who want to know numbers, you can also calculate it later. Let's go through the personal income streams that you can start for yourself. Other income came up to $10,040.75, and this is not anything from the business, okay? I sold away a stock that I was holding since end 2024, not because the company's fundamentals changed or that I didn't believe in it anymore. I just decided that it was time to take profit and I wanted to use that to help fund my housing down payment. For those of you who do not know, I'm now back actively trying to find a place here in Singapore so that I can settle down. I want to stop running away from the place where my family is at. Yeah, that's the plan. The amount was in USD. I did not convert it back to Singapore dollars. Interactive Broker's statement usually has the SGD equivalent, which is what I use to record it in my Notion Finance tracker as realized profits. The rest of it came from tax rebates and also Chocolate Finance referral. So Chocolate Finance is the platform that I'm using to stash any amounts above UOB's 150k because saving up for home down payment is a lot of money and I wanted that to still work for me. So if you understand cash management accounts or money market funds, you would know that they are low risk investments suitable for this kind of scenarios. And speaking of money market funds, Longbridge Singapore has increased its interest boost amount for the month of June. New users who sign up with my exclusive link down in the description box below or scan this QR code over here, deposit $2,000 and opt into Longbridge Cash Plus can now receive a 5% interest boost on the first $4,000 for an entire year. That's worth up to $200 in additional interest. On top of that, you'll still earn that underlying fund level return from Longbridge Cash Plus. For the longest time, this promotion only applied on the first $2,000, so it's nice seeing them doubling this boosted amount. If you have cash sitting around for short-term goals like mine, this is a deal worth considering before it ends. Longbridge Singapore is an MAS licensed brokerage platform here in Singapore, offering users lifetime commission-free trades across the US, Hong Kong, and Singapore stock market. When you deposit funds, you'll also receive platform fee coupons that can help reduce your overall investing costs. There are 5 reward tiers as well. By depositing the amount, maintaining your funds, and completing the required number of buy trades, you can receive up to $1,160 worth of Nvidia shares. Personally, I've been using Longbridge Singapore for my family's investments because the fees are low and it allows us to buy and sell efficiently without incurring high costs. If you'd like to sign up, you can scan this QR code over here or link will be down in the description box below. Don't miss out on this upsize interest booster for this month. Next is dividends. I'm invested in the Singapore stock market for dividends. That was $1,783. Bulk of it all came from the 3 local banks, DBS, OCBC, UOB. If you want to find out how I built my dividend portfolio, earlier this year I released this video which is really very relevant, the basics, money mindsets, tools that you can use to build your own dividend portfolio as well. Interest income, $799, came from UOB 1, Chocolate Finance, and also 2 bonds that I'm holding, Astria 7 and the Singapore Savings Bond. So when you include this kind of low risk instruments into your own portfolio, it helps you diversify, it helps me sleep better at night, knowing that I'm not overly invested in one thing. So that is personal income. Cashback, $10. None of you want to know about that. It's just easier for me to recognize it, which is why it's a line item here, instead of having to go back to each individual transaction, then offsetting from there. And that's income. Now for expenses, I ended off my stay in Korea with my mom and my brother flying in for 7 days, 6 nights, and it was extra meaningful because I got to fly my mom on her first business class experience home. That was the whole reason why I started accumulating points in the first place. So it was fun, it was a good experience both for my mom and I. I'd expected May's expenses to be a lot higher, to be honest, but my dad ended up giving my mom some amount of money for our trip, so yay, thank you Pa. He's watching this video. All in all, in the month of May, I ended up still spending $6,956.81, with travel taking up more than half of it actually. If you have not caught the previous vlog, I booked an Airbnb in Korea for our trip. When I went down earlier before I picked my mom up at the airport, the surrounding was filled with construction going on and there were multiple steps where it was really quite steep before you could enter the house. And for my mum, because of her mobility issues, it would be really hard, and I don't want her to have to go through that. It was also the first neighborhood in Korea where I actually felt unsafe. A bit scary. That was how I felt. I cancelled the accommodation, paid $200 over, and was refunded $500. So the accommodation was $700 all in. But I ended up booking a last minute hotel, and that was a total of $2,356.49. All else was actually spent on Busan with some friends. Lotte Aquarium, I brought myself out to the aquarium in Korea before my mom's trip. So that was travel. Personal care, $677. This was mainly stocking up on stuff that I wanted to bring back home. For my hair conditioner, my salon in Jeju actually introduced me to a Korean product. Sadly, it's not here in Singapore, which is why I stocked it up and brought it home. Shampoo, yes, it is available, but I still bought one bottle anyway. It's on Shopee. Labo H shampoo. Facial payment, outstanding $200. I paid it end of May when I was home in Singapore. Contact lens as well, $93. I don't know when will be the next time I head back to Korea, so I wanted to stock up. There's this shop in Myeongdong. They have a lot of branches. I'll put the details down in the description box below, but to whoever that I've recommended it to, they've all said great things about it, and it's affordable as well. Olive Young products as well. Who doesn't go to Korea and shop at Olive Young? Nobody. So I'm not an exception. Shopping was a total of $371.63. I bought a few t-shirts, and something cute we've never done before as a family. We bought family t-shirts. So New Balance Korea, the Seoul exclusive, you know, we could all wear it when we are together. Varish Bra and Panty is a brand that my sister introduced to me, and I decided to stock it up and throw out whatever old sets that I have. For those of you who want those non-wired bra, it's really comfortable and not very expensive in Korea. This brand called Varish. Insurance, $500. I no longer allocate a certain amount into the insurance sinking fund every single month. It's really troublesome for me, and knowing that I'm not someone who frivolously spend my money, I wanted to just one-off pay it and not have to every month recognize and transfer it to the sinking fund. But if it works for you, please continue doing that. I just have been managing my money for so long that I know I will always have enough for my insurance. Fixed expenses, $329. Car and taxi was $299.93. This was mainly all the Uber rides and rides to and fro from different airports. When we were there, we only took Uber because my mom's mobility isn't the best. She can't climb steps. Of course, public transportations, the trains, you know, in Korea, those are really hard to climb. Being able to afford that and giving her that convenience is really the reason why I do all that I do anyway. $300 on Uber. If you're ever in Korea, don't take Kakao Tea, take Uber. Health and fitness is $456.40. I bought running shoes, t-shirts, and exercise mat when I came home. So what I'm trying to do is to actually exercise more. I'm hitting 30 this year and I'm feeling like my body is breaking down. So I do want to build muscles and exercise more often. I picked up running, not like I'm running for some stats, I'm running for fun, just to sweat it out a little bit. That is health and fitness. Meals with family, $232. Groceries, $171. Meals alone was $150. Meals with friends, $146. Gifts, $87.50. Business, $81.22. Mainly subscriptions. Others was $48.21. What did I spend in others? Washing my laundry, washing the car. Me time, I watched a movie before my mum came over, Project Hail Mary at Chamsiu's Lotte Cinema. If you've caught my previous videos, you guys would know I really love watching movies in the theatres, so that is considered me time. Yeah, so all in all, I spent $6,956.81 in the month of May. That's a lot of money. As I'm filming this, I'm actually already home for about 2 weeks. I adjusted the layout of my room to be able to fit a yoga mat here so I can stretch out my back. I was supposed to go for a cruise last weekend, but I was down with food poisoning, so ended up just resting. This week is my first official week back to creating content. As I'm filming this, you'll watch this video this coming Sunday. Truth be told, I'm honestly kind of still figuring things out with the kind of content that I'm making, which is why I think today's video, as you watch it, you'll realize it's a little bit more candid, shows you who I really am behind the scenes. Might not be as eloquent as a scripted video, but this is me. I'm still trying to improve myself every single day, and I hope you'll stick around for it. So let's budget for the month of June together. Travel expenses, there might be a few here and there, but I wouldn't know how much because New Zealand, that trip, my brother's planning for it. I'm just okay, I need to pay for this, I'll pay him. I really don't want to plan for it. It's my first time there, but he's been there multiple times, so I'll leave it to him. That trip to me is more like, I want to spend time with them. Yes, it's also a brand new country that I've never been to before. And with that kind of experience, I want it to be fresh, just have fun with it. So I'm not gonna tie myself to a budget and I'll just enjoy it with them. I'll update you guys in September how that trip goes. Vlog about it if you guys want it. Let me know in the comment section below. As I'm filling in this, I've actually already spent an amount there. What did I spend on in personal care for the month of June? Let me filter this. Oh, okay. I just had my haircut yesterday and that was $58.50. So let me budget that in. Even though I've already spent it, so $60, shopping $50, I spent $31 already. Fixed expenses is going up a lot because it's the new tax year, so that's a total of $1,396.45. Car and taxi, $150. I think I mentioned in previous videos that I wanted to take over my brother's car. Right now it's still on a as and when basis. If I am going out, I'll borrow his car, or for example, if we run on Saturdays together, Friday night I'll take the car and in the morning, I'll leave house 6+ to his place. So that's how the arrangement is, but I'm part paying for petrol and some parking as well. Health and fitness, for now, $0. I'm gonna use the park and whatever that I have at home to exercise. Meals with family, $300. Groceries, $50 because I still have quite a bit of NTUC vouchers that I can utilize. So meals alone, $100. I don't really eat out alone when I'm here in Singapore because most days I'm at home. Sidetrack a little bit. When I was in Korea and I met up with a friend, we were talking about MBTI, the Myers-Briggs personality test, and it's been quite some time since I've done it. Last I've done it was probably like 2 to 3 years back. I've not changed my personality at all. I've always been ISFJ, but I was just curious and I've heard people changing personality types before, so I went to do it. Mine didn't change again, but I noticed my introverted percentage, it went from a little over 50% a few years back. Right now, it's 90 over %. So I really don't think I'll bring myself out, and I just met with Xuan Kai, Sam and Daniel, SG Fire Couple, the past 2 days. Funny enough, the night before filming today's video, I knocked out at 8 p.m. So going back, my meals alone is $100. I don't really bring myself out when I'm in Singapore, and I will budget for meals with friends and family, but $100 for meals alone is more than enough. Meals with friends, I'm gonna leave it at $100. I do still have 2 more this month, and I think my social battery will run out by then. So $100 for meals with friends. Gifts, $0. It's both my parents' birthday in the month of June. We will be celebrating it, buying cakes and all that kind of things, but I don't want to cap it to a budget, so I'm just gonna leave it empty. Business expense also empty. Every single month I pay for recurring subscriptions. If I buy any equipment, then that will definitely cost more, but right now, so far, I've not bought any equipments for the business because everything that I'm using is still working. Others, $0, don't really budget for that. Me time, $0. Thinking whether I should budget any amount here just to rest, but I'm gonna leave it as unbudgeted for now and check in with you guys in a month of July. Public transportation's $50 just in case I do use it. Yeah, so all in all, I've budgeted a total of $2,256.45 for the month of June. This is my life back in Singapore. A lot of the time, I'm actually at home, apart from weekends or weekday nights if I meet up with friends. I really enjoy being at home. It's my sacred place where I get to do whatever I want, chill, read a book, take my afternoon nap if I want to, watch shows, and it's my sacred place, which is why I want my own place to be able to do all that I do without having to tiptoe around. That's all for June. No, that's all for May's Money Diaries. It's a little bit more casual. Let me know how you find this kind of thing. It lets you into understand me a little bit better, who I am as a person with the way that I speak, the things that I share. Might be a little bit longer, but I hope you'll sit through it all the way to the end. And for those of you who have sat through it all the way to 18 minutes in, I don't know when I edit it how long this video will be, but thank you so much and I truly appreciate you. Know that I'm happy to be back and there'll be more events coming up where I can get to see you guys in person, with one coming up in July. I'll tell you more. I hope you enjoy Money Diaries. My savings rate, I know I've not covered it, which I realize I've not calculated it, because I run personal and business, the numbers look a bit different. I will put it on screen. But thank you so much for watching. As usual, have a great week ahead, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye bye!